Welcome back to Easy Daily English. Today, I want to share a powerful and realistic English learning story with you. This is the story of a young man who went from speaking almost no English to having real conversations in just 1 year. Not because he was naturally talented, not because he studied all day, and not because he lived in an English-speaking country. He improved because he stayed consistent. At the beginning, English felt impossible for him. When he watched videos, native speakers sounded too fast. When he tried to speak, his mind went blank. Even simple sentences made him nervous. He knew basic words, but he could not use them naturally. Sometimes he felt embarrassed. Sometimes he wanted to quit. But deep inside, he knew something important. If other people could learn English, then maybe he could too. So instead of searching for the perfect method, he started building simple daily habits. Every morning, he spent just 30 minutes listening to easy English. Not advanced English. Not difficult grammar lessons. Simple English. He listened while making coffee, while cleaning his room, while walking outside. At first, he understood almost nothing. But slowly, his ears began to adjust. Certain words started repeating again and again. Simple phrases became familiar. And little by little, English stopped sounding like random noise. One day, he decided to change the language on his phone to English. That small decision forced him to see English every single day. Then he started labeling objects around his room. Mirror, door, pillow, laptop, bottle, closet. Every object became part of his learning environment. Instead of memorizing long vocabulary lists, he connected English words to real life. And because he saw those words every day, he remembered them naturally. But vocabulary was only one part of the journey. Speaking was still difficult. Whenever he tried to speak English, he became nervous. He worried about pronunciation. He worried about grammar mistakes. He worried people would laugh at him. Then one day, he realized something that changed his mindset completely. Nobody becomes fluent before they start speaking. Fluency comes from speaking badly first. That idea changed everything. So he stopped waiting to feel ready. He started speaking English alone in his room. At first, his sentences were extremely simple. I am tired today. I need to drink water. The weather looks beautiful. I want to improve my English. Small sentences. Simple thoughts. But every sentence built confidence. Soon, speaking English stopped feeling strange. Then he discovered shadowing. This became one of the most powerful parts of his learning journey. Every day, he listened to short English videos and repeated them out loud. Not once, not twice, sometimes 10 times, sometimes 20 times. He copied the rhythm, the pronunciation, the emotion, the pauses. At first, it felt uncomfortable. But after a few months, something surprising happened. His pronunciation became clearer. His speaking became smoother, and his confidence grew naturally. He also stopped trying to learn everything at once. Before, he jumped from one method to another. One app today, another course tomorrow, a different strategy next week. But later, he understood that consistency matters more than intensity. Studying 2 focused hours every day is more powerful than studying 10 hours once a month. So he created a simple routine. Listening every morning, shadowing every afternoon, reading every evening, speaking whenever possible. And slowly, English became part of his lifestyle instead of just a school subject. One of the biggest turning points came when he started thinking in English. In the beginning, he translated everything inside his mind. But translation made speaking slow and stressful. So he trained himself to think directly in English. When he looked outside, he described what he saw in English. The street is crowded. That man is carrying a bag. The sky looks cloudy today. These small mental exercises trained his brain to respond faster. And over time, his thoughts became more natural in English. Of course, the journey was not perfect. There were days when he felt stuck. Days when he forgot words. Days when he compared himself to fluent speakers online and felt discouraged. But he kept going anyway, because he understood something important. Language learning is not a straight line. Some weeks you improve quickly, English was no longer just a dream. It was becoming part of his real life, his mindset, his future. It opened doors to new people, new ideas, and new opportunities.